Hey builders, welcome back to Dungeon 3D's advanced build. We are all the way up to episode 13 now, and for this advanced build we are doing the living quarters. Now, I really like this build for a couple different reasons because I went into this one already having a very clear idea of how I wanted it to look. But you're going to see here that early on the size wasn't what I wanted. But what was really cool is because it was so easy to fix my mistake, it actually doesn't affect anything at all because it was so easy for me to get the size right the second time by just counting the blocks. You see me there clicking the box and counting on it. But because it's so easy to use this, even though like I knew what I wanted this to look like. Okay, I went into this and I was like, okay, I know exactly what I want the living quarters to look like. I wanted to create rooms in the living quarters off of the main path. Again, I'm trying really hard to get more used to asymmetry. It's just my own personal thing. But you're gonna see here that I finally get it to where I wanted it. The size and shape that I wanted it, the correct numbers of blocks. And really, it was just a couple second fix. It was very easy to fix, and I knew what I wanted to look like. I just was like, how do I translate what's in my bread and what's in my brain to the program? And I accomplished that. It was really easy to do. And once I got the size of the rooms where I wanted them, I just started adding the details. Again, just getting the spikes in there. At this point, I was such a pro at getting the spikes in there. It was so fast. I was able to do it so quickly, and I was able to get the blocks to where I wanted them to be at the right height. It was very simple, very easy. And I was just able to kind of just boom, 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 very simply and very easily do that. Now, what I started doing here is I started going ahead and doing the beds. Now, I'd used beds before, so I knew exactly what they were going to do when I placed them down. Beds, go ahead and go the top part of the bed, like where the pillow is. That is where it centers when you put it down on a block. So it was very easy to line it up very quickly. Three beds to a room. So there was a total of 3, 6, 9, 12 beds. So yeah, 12 beds for the monks or priests of the temple. And then I just started adding more details. I gave each bed like a foot locker, like a chest or a locker or whatever you want to call it at the foot of the bed. So that was a cool touch. And then from here, like I kind of just like shut my brain off and just kind of let the map sort of organically come together. Like I said, I knew what I wanted the blocks to look like, but from there, I didn't know what I wanted anything else to look like, the details. So I put some bookshelves down. I kind of messed around with the shifting a little bit to kind of get them to line up to look like all one big bookshelf. I put some dressers down. I looked at these tables for a second, and I was like, how can I make this look like natural? So I just placed them at like 4 spots, and then I just kind of rotated it until it faced the table. And I really liked how it ended up looking. Like, I was super happy with this map. This is probably just one of my favorite maps that I've ever done. Like, it was simple, it was easy, and it just kind of came together without much, like, thought. There, I was like, I really want these benches here, so I ended up moving one of the tables back further towards the back wall. I'm not sure what I was doing here, but I had this idea of like a bar area, but like not a bar area and like for like drinking or whatever, but like a bar area where they would maybe go ahead and prepare food. And so that's kind of what I did, is I just took some of the bar props and I just kind of messed with the rotation until it was a square, and I thought it ended up looking pretty cool. It was here that I was like, well, what else can I do with this? And I was thinking. I was thinking really hard about what else I wanted to do here. So I ended up putting these cool lampposts. I thought, should they be bigger? No. And then I liked how the lamppost looked to just kind of give some warmth to the room. And yeah, the room ended up being not too busy, just cluttered enough that it feels like it was lived in. And I really, really like this. So the living quarters of our advanced build. I hope you guys like it. If you haven't already, please check out Dungeon 3D, available on Steam, and check out our social medias, links in the link below.